Hey everyone, this is Josh from before. I'm here with our first look at the 6-inch DC Retro line from McFarlane Toys. If you recall, a while back I did a video kind of speculating about what to expect with these 6-inch figures. And I think somebody even commented, was like, hey, what's even the point of making this video? We don't know what they look like. Well, now that we have pictures of them, I can point to certain things and be like, see, I was right. So, vindication, folks. Sometimes it takes patience, but here we are. So let's just kind of jump into these. But again, if I did that video a while back, and I said, if you remember, I said, hey, temper your expectations. I don't think these are going to look like Marvel Legends, even though they're 6-inch. I think they're going to look more like the Damian Wayne Robin and the Robin Crows and the Robin King, the shorter characters from the Multiverse line that, because they're shorter, they skewed closer to the 6-inch size. So let's just go look at these guys. We got Adam West Batman, Burt Ward Robin, Cesar Romero Joker, the Batmobile, and the Batcave playset. There's kind of a lot to look at here. So you see, obviously, the first thing right away, I think everybody notices the single elbows, single knees. Kind of whack. I'm hopeful that, like the Multiverse line before it, that this line will be full of experimentation and evolution, if you will. One of the things I like about the Multiverse line is they don't just try to do the same exact thing over and over again. It just keeps the figures looking a little more fresh than, something like Legends that just reuses a lot of pieces and parts and makes everything look kind of samey. So while I'm not entirely thrilled about the single articulation on the elbows and the knees, hopefully that's something that with time they'll be able to give some R&D attention to and figure it out as they go. And for me, I'm glad they're starting with the 66 Batman, because it's not a particular favorite of mine. So that, by the time the second or third or fourth wave comes out, they'll have experimented with this. And then hopefully they move on to like Michael Keaton Batman, and they can put more of bells and whistles in there and get closer to something that everybody really wants. You can see they're getting better and better about tucking these ball joints away. Those are ball joints in the wrists for both him and Robin, and I'm sure that Joker as well. One thing you can see is this big cut right there at the belt, and it's looking like this is a soft torso. If you look at it in the kind of higher res, you can detect it looks like a slightly different material than the arm plastic and the leg. Same for Robin and Joker as well. I'm imagining those are going to be soft torsos, much like we've seen in the Multiverse line, which I'm a huge fan of. And I think it throws people off when they see it. They're like, man, those don't have any articulation. Those are statues. Well, actually, they just hid the articulation. They're not like Marvel Legends where they just cut them to hell. Like, every couple centimeters there's another cut into the sculpt. They just do a better job of hiding it. The legs, taking a look at him and Robin both, because we can see him here. It kind of, at first glance, it just looks like a cut, but these might have that. If you look right there toward the middle, they have this sort of, you can detect a tiny curve, which makes me think these might have that, that might be that hip flexor situation with a hidden pin this time instead of just a big ugly bolt. Kind of like we saw with, some of the Stranger Things figures and some of that other 5-inch scale McFarlane that they did back in the day. And so another big negative in my opinion is these cloth capes. And I don't know how else to do that so that they can fit in the vehicle, but it just doesn't look great. It just kind of throws it off a little bit. That Joker in the back there, that face sculpt looks really good. I don't think they sculpted Cesar Romero's mustache in there, but the Batmobile, you can see I'm sure the look is going to be there, but it's just going to be unpainted plastic on the black. So if you really want that candy coated car paint look, that's going to have to be some customization. And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far of this playset. I'd really love to know how far it extends in either direction. I'd like to see, kind of the bat poles. All the, desks and the computer equipment and stuff like that, looks like they've got a lot of stickers on it. It's hard to tell exactly, but I can't imagine those are all sculpted details with little lights and stuff. It's got to be stickers. I do like just the depth that you can already see with the different pieces of equipment and the car, and the reactor back here. It's even got like a cutout here. So, the depth factor is really good. And I'm really stoked to see this because I never bought them, but I loved the look of those Walking Dead playsets they did. Like the prison, they had some really cool stuff going on, and like not a lot of people obviously are doing playsets like for adult collectors. So anyway, there's our first look, and then wave 2 of this is gonna have Riddler and then Batman and Joker in the surfing in like swim trunks, which is kind of funny, but it's Batman 66. It's not my main jam or anything, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this line, just mostly because of the vehicles and playsets. I think that's a really fun element to include. Okay, anyway, I've been hee-hawing enough over just one stupid little picture. A lot of reveals lately. Looking forward to seeing some of these upcoming figures in person. So, I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.